Autonomy can run agents at an embarrassingly parallel scale. Why is this important when you're launching a agentic product? You have to scale in two dimensions with your product. One, across the number of customers, and two, the actual consumption of your product by each of those customers. This is a really difficult day two scaling problem, and we've solved that for you. How have we done this? We're doing something really, I guess, unique and novel, but also pretty well proven. We're using something called an actor model. It's actually something that Databricks and Spark use in their infrastructure. And it's perfect for agents because agents spend most of their time just sitting around maintaining their state, waiting for the next action. They basically just get started, use a little compute for that, and then delegate work out to an LLM, MCP server, some custom Python tool. But most of the time, they're just sitting around waiting. So that means with the actor model, we can pack a ton of agents into a very small amount of compute that just uses a minimal amount of memory. So it's super efficient and it's super scalable. So this is a really unique piece of architecture in the Autonomy platform. And let me also tell you how a lot of people do this wrong, either if they want to do it themselves or what we've seen other platforms attempt to do. A lot of people reach for very familiar tools of containers or maybe some sort of serverless like a Lambda in AWS. The problem with a container, it's actually a lot of compute for the scale of compute that an agent needs. So, and then it has all these day two problems. If you need to spin up 1 million agents because you want to go look at 1 million different files and run something in parallel, well, you have to go spin up 1 million containers. That's hard to do. So you go grab some Kubernetes, and before you know it, you have a team of 20 people just orchestrating containers that are being spun up and spun down to have this dynamic infrastructure that can handle the number of agents that you actually want to run. Don't do that. That's almost impossible. The other thing people will gravitate to is, well, let's go for really small units, something like a Lambda. But Lambdas and other serverless platforms were made for very small little requests that are alive for a very short period of time that don't really need to maintain their state at all. They just kind of do a tiny bit of work for like usually measured in milliseconds, and then they get turned off. So they're too ephemeral. So there's a state problem. And actors solve both of these problems. They're very efficient and they're good at maintaining state. They're very durable. So that's how we built Autonomy. It's part of our secret sauce. Now you're in on the joke. And if you have any questions about building with Autonomy, reach out to me and we'll get you sorted out. See ya.